Trojan Horse is the name of Severance 5th episode. You may have noticed or heard about this possibility that Irving was reintegrated, but in addition to Irving, there are 3 other characters who have the ability to play the role of the Trojan Horse for Lumen or Ennis. We're going to analyze the character arc of these 4 characters to find out who is the Trojan Horse. By the way, we're going back to Irving, so stay with me until the end. But first, you need to know what's a Trojan Horse. When Helen, the wife of the king of Sparta, was stolen by a Trojan prince, Paris, a 10-year war was formed between Greece and Troy. For years, the Greeks unsuccessfully besieged Troy until one of the Greek heroes, Odysseus, had a new plan. It was decided that the Greek army would accept the defeat and retreat. They also made a large wooden horse as a gift to the Trojans. The Trojans bought it. Their happiness, their joy continues until midnight, when the Greek soldiers gradually came out from this wooden horse and opened the gates of the city for their army. The army was hidden a little further away to capture the city of Troy with this great plan. From then, the Trojan horse is a symbol of false surrender and retreat until your enemy became more vulnerable. So they believe you defeated and you can attack at the best time and win. And don't worry, we'll get to its modern and new meaning with one of our candidates. Let's start with Helena. Helena's reason for infiltrating and spying on Ennis, in addition to being jealous of Heliar and her romance relationship with Marcus, was to make up for her own mistake in the first season, which was let Heliar, her enemy, to attend that important conference instead of her.
They torture us down there. We're prisoners.
She wanted to regain her father's trust and prove that she still deserved to sit on the Lumen CEO's chair after him. But now something happened she didn't think about. She established a relationship with them, especially with Mark. And she even indirectly admitted to him that she didn't like the person she was. And actually and sincerely, she wanted to change. Now consider she's in love with Mark. She might be pregnant. She wants to change. There's a shot in the trailer that seems like she was chasing Mark's Audi. Remember, she lost Mark's Annie, her lover, so she is looking for a replacement. And if this connection happened with Helena and Mark's Audi, she can help them. She can help them by betraying her father after serving her punishment with milkshake after the negligence, and be the Ennis Trojan horse. Dylan is next. It's right that milkshake may not be there as their boss anymore, but the room he made for meeting the Otis family is still there, and Dylan can still hope to see Gretchen again if he can play the role of an insider between Ennis and the Trojan horse for the Lumen. After the death of his close friend Irving, Dylan will definitely think about his own death and never seeing Gretchen again. This thought, this fear, will make him definitely cooperate with Lumen more than ever. Now let's go to Miss Cooper. She has literally retreated after seeing Helena's driver. She was going to a city she may have grown up, and is gonna tell us a lot about her backhistory, her father and her mother, and her way to Lumen. She worked for Lumen for many years. She worshipped Kyr Egan and lived according to his rules. She sacrificed everything, but she didn't get any kind of reward. And even fired from her previous job. She might become the head of the segregated floor again due to Magic's mistake, and she wants to take revenge on the Egan's who wasted her life. She wants to get what she deserves. A more modern definition of a Trojan horse is malware that enters your system as a useful software. This is the exact definition of Irving B. He was praised many times by Lumen for being obedient and listening, and his knowledge of Kerrigan's commands and books and paintings based on the books and everything introduced him to Bert. But as we progressed with the events that happened, especially Bert's separation from Lumen, he became far away from who he was, and of course don't forget his dreams. Dreams and nightmares that could be due to the beginning of his reintegration and having a similar state like Pity. And don't forget the information that Irving's outie had, such as the list of employees and the drawings he drew from the expert elevator. So even if he wasn't integrated, these attempts to communicate with his innie were subconscious, like Mark's attempts. If he was reintegrated, he might be volunteered to go to Severance floor to gather more information. And he played the role of the Trojan horse for those who were against Lumen, and in the end, he even revealed the identity of Helena as a help to Innis. Irving B is the only malware that we all might risk to have, and we definitely will miss him. Tell me, what do you think?